Hey, Audacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. Today we're going to talk a little bit about manufactured outrage. It's dangerous. It's clickbaity. Clickbait. Wait, I want clickbait. I mean, people click on my channel, right? Yeah. Wouldn't that happen? No. Absolutely not. Stop. Hold on. But before we could begin, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss another video. So today we're talking a bit about manufactured outrage, which means it could be a small group of people and they see something that they don't like. Let's say, for example, we're going to put Huffy bikes. Okay. So Huffy bicycles, they put out a brand new line of bikes. They're really nice. They're black and gold. But a small group of them doesn't like it. And they don't like the name Huffy. And let's say this group is anti-fitness, anti-bicyclist. And they accuse the manufacturer of Huffy of making fun of obese people. Okay? Now, I'm just creating something hypothetical. So they're accusing the manufacturer that makes Huffy bicycles of making fun of obese people by naming, well, the bike Huffy. Now, they can't really do it alone, but if they work hard enough through the ties of social media and create a believable enough story, then all of a sudden they can find one poor person that doesn't like it, they introduce it to their group, and then it starts spreading. Kind of like a cold virus. Once somebody coughs, it goes to another, and then it goes to another, and it doesn't affect as many, but it still spreads. So that's manufactured outrage. They're saying stuff that can mean harm and possibly get somebody canceled. So, pardon me, I just have one more. Yeah, well, I had one more note that I wanted to put on there, and that was pretty much what I just said. So it's basically fake news made believable enough, and then the entire audience that follows this small group starts spreading it. And not only do they do it over social media, I mean, they do it over social media. They do it over Facebook, and then they run it into Twitter a little bit, and then they run it into Instagram a little bit, and then they run it into TikTok, and then they run it into YouTube, and then it starts circulating. Now, if the story is good enough, here's the problem. If the story is good enough, and or let's say a guy made a type of hat. So let's say this type of hat, it's got 3 skulls on it. It's gray, it looks really nice. It's basically a skater hat, basically rock and roll hat, whatever you want to be able to call it. Because the guy worked really, really hard on the design, and he decides he's going to make it into stickers. He doesn't want to put it into hats or anything like that. He just wants stickers. It'll look really cool on somebody's car, on the back windshield, that sort of thing. So he starts making stickers. But he's smart, and he decides he's going to copyright it, or patent it, or trademark it, whatever it takes to protect the image and the logo and the design. And then all of a sudden, one other guy says, "Ooh, I like that sticker. Let's start sticking it on hats, and let's put it on some jackets. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Maybe on some wallets. So if we're going to take this guy's design, we're going to put it on there." So they take this guy's design and puts it on to their merch, and then they start selling it. Now, this guy that created the 3 skulls logo that he made for himself and spent many hours, all of a sudden spots his design, his logo, on this guy's hats, jackets, and backpacks, and wallets, and making more merch. So he starts noticing that, and then he says, okay, well, I'm going to get him on my copyright infringement. So he lawyers up, and he contacts the lawyer, and the lawyer turns around and says cease and desist, and then gets ready to take them over to court, because it proves that he already had this particular design long before this group ever started making their merch. Now, this small group that's selling maybe $5,000 a month in this other guy's logo is all of a sudden being sued. And they're going to end up losing everything. They're going to lose their money, they're going to lose their business, that sort of thing. And they're going to also be upset because they were the ones that promoted and marketed it as this type of merchandise and started making money on it. And then now all of a sudden they're going over social media accusing this guy, oh, pardon, dry throat. They're accusing this guy of originally stealing their logo. And then they go as far as having a friend of theirs professionally freehand draw it and then say, hey, we drew this a long time ago. This is our design. Now you're going to have fans, you're going to have customers all accusing the original creator of stealing the logo. So the original creator goes and he takes it into court and sues them and shuts the business down, and they get all kinds of fines, and he gets his money back. And then all of a sudden the group says this guy stole, and they turn around and create enough outrage where, well, the guy had the 3 skulls that made it originally gets canceled. He gets thrown to the wolves. His 3 skulls logo is no longer going to be anything popular. All because this group manufactured fake news enough to where it was believable enough to where, well, it ain't going to exist anymore. So, now you get kind of a picture of what this manufactured outrage is and why it's so poisonous, so dangerous, that it can actually affect anybody and everybody at any given second. And that's why it's so important for content creators, when you are starting up your channel, when you're starting up your own original stuff, when you're starting up your when you're doing what you need to do, and you want to make just a couple different types of merch, you need to be very, very careful, but make sure that your copyrights and patents for your logos and images and stickers or whatever you guys want to be able to throw out there is done a lot longer before that, and start establishing yourself early on before people start stealing it, or before they try and get canceled. Kind of like what I'm doing with this video. The main thing is I'm trying to let people know that this is what's going on. It's manufactured outrage. It's just like the Ford Lightning electric pickup truck. And most Ford enthusiasts that have gotten it absolutely hate it. Now, I don't know all the facts and figures about it, so I'm not going to create manufactured outrage on it. But there's some people that absolutely love the new F-150. But there's people that absolutely hate the new F-150. Don't ask me why, but it's even harder to find the truth, because there's so many different stories out there about it. So, can you tell me what you think manufactured outrage is, in your opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Tell your family and friends. And keep on rocking.